What down, family? It's your boy SNTV. Back at y'all with another Chiraq Street Legends. And this episode is going to be about none other than Blackgate Mulah, a.k.a. MulahVeli.
Now my boy SNTV, locked in with the trenches for show that shit. Gang.
Now, MulahVeli comes from that south side of Chicago, 54th in Indiana, Blackgate to be exact. Those guys over there, of course, are BDs. Now, the thing about Blackgate Mulah has been associated with all of the BDs, especially the BDs still that that were dealing with that OTF and GBE movement back in like 2012, 2013. This guy right here, man, he's been known to be with all of those guys from C-Day to Rondo to Dirk to Chief Keef. He was actually a part of that OTF team. I kind of want to give it up to this guy because this guy is one of the guys that turned down two $100,000 contracts to stay independent. He also sold 13,000 units of his CD independently. You see what I'm saying? So this guy was one of the guys that, he was doing his thing, in the street to the point to where he didn't need no record deal. He didn't need to sign no, 360 record deal or nothing like that. He good in the hood. He was 16 years old when he got shot. Now I thought this was a crazy story because he got shot when he was 16. He got shot 5 times. He ended up having to drive himself to the hospital. Okay, so after he drove himself to the hospital, when he got there, they were saying how they didn't have a trauma unit. So he had to sit in a waiting room for 2 hours to be transferred to Stroger Hospital. You see what I'm saying? So not only did this guy get shot 5 times, he drove himself to the hospital, then waited 2 hours. He could have easily been dead. You see what I'm saying? So this just showed me that MulahVeli is a soldier. And that's one of the reasons why he was deemed that, why he got that name MulahVeli, because he definitely should have been dead. And a lot of people associated with him and thought that, that he faked the situation, or that a lot of people even thought that he faked his death because he was off the scene for a little while after that. But what a lot of people don't know is that actually after that happened is when he started getting in trouble with the police. Like, he started having a lot of run-ins with the police. He was going in, man. He was doing this thing in the streets. He's been in over 30 shootouts, and he's also had over 100 friends that he's lost just in the last 10 years. That's just death. Not even count the ones that are locked up. You see what I'm saying? So he's definitely been through a lot. The police began to target Mulah. So once the police began to target Mulah began to try to move different, but by then it was already too late. So they ended up getting Mulah on a unlawful discharge of a firearm case. You see what I'm saying? So he fought that for a minute, but ultimately he went in and did his time, like a real nigga do. He didn't open his mouth and things of that nature. So actually, MulahVeli, he hasn't been out that long. He's getting back, he's getting back in the groove of things. He's getting back into his music. But what I think the thing that makes me fuck with MulahVeli the most is that MulahVeli is and continues to be just like he has been his own man. He's not a follower. He don't have to, he's not no yes man. He don't have to get approval from the next nigga, to, do whatever it is that he want to do. And I respect dude for that, because it's not a lot of people that's moving like that right now. And make no mistake, this guy from a young age has been involved in multiple robberies, multiple shootings, multiple shootouts. He's obviously been shot himself. You see what I'm saying? This guy is a lot more street than a lot of these guys, that's out here rapping and on these tracks acting like they this and acting like they that. This is a prime example of a guy that was really, that's really that for real. You see what I'm saying? Also, this guy's intelligent to the point to where, he realized when things are going to get, or when things can get to a point to where, you know, it's out of hand, or, you know, if niggas can get into it over, you know, bullshit. MulahVeli, that was a blogger. Actually, he's a new blogger. I posted about this. It was a situation going on where I guess it looked like MulahVeli and Maddie Baby were into a situation because people were saying Maddie Baby stole MulahVeli's name for his new mixtape or album or whatever it is. So MulahVeli hit me like, hey, bro, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to clear this up. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't got nothing going on. I fuck with all Chicago artists. Like, you know what I'm saying? And these bloggers some of these bloggers out here trying to make it seem like that, you know, motherfuckers is into it. You see what I'm saying? And I had to clean that up because at the end of the day, and with no questions asked, because at the end of the day, that's the last thing that we want. Not only do we not want to see, you know, the brothers in Chicago beefing, you see what I'm saying? We don't want to see people out here trying to start shit between them, because, you know, the comment section is a deadly thing, bro. Soon as somebody posts something, and you have people in the comment section saying this and what this person to do to that person, and then that's when pride gets in the way. So we got to be real careful about what we say we want, and that's in the comment section and everything, because it's a lot of people that be in the comment section that say they want to see a change, and they want their favorite artist to stop dying and woo, 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 woo. But at the same time, we'll turn around and we'll be instigating shit. So that's something that, and we need to do this as the YouTube community. I'm striving for the Street News TV community to be eons above the rest of the community. We trying to be productive. You see what I'm saying? And shout out to MulahVeli for embracing that productiveness and embracing the new Chicago movement, man. This is what we need more of in our city, man. And one day we'll get to the point to where everybody can just shine and we ain't got to worry about a motherfucker putting a bullet in our ass. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, MulahVeli, he's definitely a good example of, you know, somebody that came from that and somebody that been involved with that to somebody that's trying to do better. Go from point A to point B without the bullshit. Niggas is tired. You see what I'm saying? And if you not tired of seeing this shit, then you can't tell me that you love your city. I love my city. That's why I'm tired of seeing niggas being on, you know what I'm saying, being on t-shirts and niggas that, damn, I like that nigga music, and then next week he dead. You see what I'm saying? Real talk. And if this man right here can do it, man, any of us can do it. There's not nothing in the streets that a motherfucker can do or a motherfucker done been through that this nigga right here that you looking at right now hasn't been through or hasn't done. Nothing. So we don't need no excuses. All we need is, motherfucker, hey, this is what's up. This is what's up. You see what I'm saying? Let's ride. Let's do this. Let's make this happen. Let's get this money. I don't know why niggas have so much of a problem with getting some money. I never had a problem with getting money. I've always had a problem with being broke. He's been on projects with Memo 600, Rondo number 9, C-Day 22 shots, Dirk, Chief Keef. You see what I'm saying? This is definitely a guy that people don't know about and they really should know about. This is definitely a guy who drops music and the people don't support the music like they should because they don't know about him like they should. But at the end of the day, this is the type of dude right here that need all of the clout because he gonna do the right thing with the clout versus getting out here and then showing his motherfucking ass, getting all this money and then steady going to jail. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, he had disputes and things of that nature, but, you know, right now, he's very level-headed and he on his shit. And we got to start saluting that versus saluting the bullshit that go down. That we so anxiously want to be a part of. Or that we try to make ourselves a part of. knowing we ain't did a goddamn thing in the hood, never been to the hood. Some of us couldn't spell hood. You see what I'm saying? The put on got to stop at some point. But the ones who we look up to lead us, the ones who we choose to follow, they have to be held accountable. Even me. Street News TV, I have to be held accountable for things that are said out of my mouth. You see what I'm saying? For things that I do on a daily basis. If the community not watching me, my child is watching me, my girl is watching me, and they following my example. We got to be better and bigger men out here. And this is what MulahVeli is proposing that we do. You can't do nothing but have one thing for a man that shows leadership qualities with his willingness to actually do what he says. Real talk. We got to understand something about the streets, y'all. What we need to understand about the streets is that there is no loyalty. Sure enough, when it comes down to it, and a person has to either sacrifice their self or you, even when it may come down to some shit that they did, guess who it's going to be 99 times out of 100? Your ass. Because the streets are not loyal, the streets are not real. And this is what we provide right here. We provide that realness. I know it's a lot of motherfuckers scared to walk out the house every day, really want the beef to stop, but they too scared and brainwashed, and they following niggas so hard to the point to where they not even their own man enough to speak up and say, y'all know what, let's see what we can do to end this, because they don't want to be looked at as a bitch ass nigga. But at the same time, they steady burying homeboys, steady burying homeboys. But like I always say, one day may not be the day, it may not be tomorrow. One day, while you out here playing in these streets, it's going to be you. What are you going to do to try to prevent that from happening? The new Chicago movement, man. Shout out to MulahVeli. Shout out to OTF. Shout out to Blackgate. We standing on everything that we talking about. It's your boy SNTV. I'm out.